way to get out is to do something you have never done before.
Hello.
Nawa?
E.
Bye. Okay, you're already saying bye to them? Okay. So in today's video, I'm going to do a get ready with me. If you're new here, that was my daughter. Her name is Rain. So I'll be doing my hair and my makeup, and I'm going to be talking about what's on my mind. So it's more like a get ready with me type of video.
Hi
Welcome back to my channel. Oh, please subscribe.
guys.
Let's talk about depression. Let's talk about anxiety. Let's talk about everybody getting retrenched, job loss, mindset, and how important it is to be healthy and having a healthy mindset. So one of the first topics that I want to be talking about is grief. You know, anything can cause anybody to grieve. It's not specific. It can be it you are retrenched. You can also be going through some depression when you don't know about your job security, and I think that's a big one right now. Then the other one is also death. For me, that's a special. It's one of those things I don't like talking about because, firstly, nobody wants to deal with death. Everyone has a weird, vivid memory of the first time they experienced death. So, if anybody that's watching has lost a mom at a very young age, you might not know what it feels like, young being 5, 4, 3, you know, when you are still young and you don't understand. I got pregnant at the age of 20, and then that time I was still at university. I think it was my third year. Yeah, it was my third year. I was at NAST. I'm so used to calling it Polytech. So I was pregnant, and then I gave birth to a baby girl, and then she was fine for the first few months. It was a healthy pregnancy. I don't recall much being pregnant. I don't recall having backache or difficulty picking up things or doing things. I don't recall any of that. It was like a swift pregnancy. Honest, like that's the advantage of falling pregnant while you're still young. Like you don't have much of know-how on what to expect. I gave birth to a baby girl, and she was fine the first 5 months, and then she got sick. So she had a heart problem. So it's a genetic problem where the body doesn't break down glucose. Right? So she got sick when she was about 5 months, and we moved to the hospital, and we were in the hospital for about 6 months until she was like 11 months, and then she passed on. So now, grief is weird. When you lose somebody that was sick, you kind of grieve while they're still sick, if I'm making sense. When you pray to God to take away the problem, He will either heal the problem or take away the problem. So it's an either or. Both ways it's providing healing. You might not understand why it's happening. At the time, I did not understand. Like, you know, when you go through something and you ask yourself, what is the lesson? What is the universe trying to teach me? What is God trying to teach me? What am I supposed to learn from this? And I think to myself, back then I was 20 years old. I wasn't drinking or partying. I didn't need a life lesson. So I was, you know, when people are consoling you like, no, it's God's will. Then I ask myself, to do what? Like sometimes, you know how people are like, don't question God. And you are sitting there. I'm asking myself, it's God's will to do what? Like, why am I going through so much pain? You know, it's the same thing with this crisis, with this COVID-19 crisis. Sometimes somebody will tell you it's your life lesson for you to be retrenched, or for you to lose your job, or for you not to be able to find a job, or for you to have job security issues. But what life lesson is there for you to learn? Like, you know, sometimes everybody expects answers, or it teaches you patience, or it teaches you to do something else. And I'm just like, no. it doesn't. It's just unnecessary. It's like unnecessary pain. So, and that first period is that period of shock and disbelief, and I think it happens to everybody. For me, in my case, with my late daughter, it happened when I found out she was sick. That's when I got the shock. After I lost my daughter, I remember I had a conversation with my mom, and she kept pestering me like for 3-4 years. She's like, no, you need to have another child. So here we are now. I have 2 beautiful daughters. And no, I don't have my daughters because my mom was pestering me. I have them because, well, I'm getting old and it happens. And yeah, while we are on that topic of kids, stop asking people when are they going to have children. Oh guys, that's like so annoying. You know, people are fighting battles that you have got no idea about, especially women. And there are certain things that people experience that you don't know, you don't see when you look at the person, like ability to find a spouse. You know, it's okay. Everybody can, of course, have sex and have children. It's all it takes is sperm. But we are not trying to just have children for the sake of have children, you know. And sometimes you see red flags so much so that you yourself, you're just trying to avoid them. And that being said, let's just stop. I'm just blending out this transition shade. It's too pinky for my liking, but okay. We're going with a pink eye. So I'm gonna go in with a maroon looking like shade. So my first pregnancy, after the grieving period, was weird. I deleted all of my social media. Now, those that don't know me, I used to blog a lot before, but then I just stopped. I stopped the moment I found out I was pregnant, honestly, and it hit me. It's not easy. I also don't know what to say about it, but for me is everybody expects you to be happy when you fall pregnant. I wasn't. I remember doing the test. I cried. I think it was 3 o'clock in the morning. Then I woke up at night that time, and then I was crying. I'm like, we are pregnant. And then he looked at me and said, why are you crying? I'm like, I don't know. And then I kept crying. And then the very next day, I deactivated my Instagram, Facebook, everything. And then later I realized I didn't feel worthy of carrying another child. I know that sounds funny, but I didn't feel I could be a mom because the reason my child was sick was genetic. So I thought there was something wrong with me. Like, as in, I can't give birth to a healthy child, right? So from the time she passed, it took me about 6-7 years to have another child again. And the reason for that is I didn't feel worthy to have a child, as I said. So that was going through my mind. A lot of other things were going through my mind as well. Guys, I can't do my makeup and talk at the same time, but I'm trying, yeah? I'm trying. So a lot of that, and then it's also, I completed my studies, and then after completing my studies, I started working and everything. So I was like, now that I've gotten myself back sort of in my direction path of what I want to do, now the world goes, oh wait, we want to give you a child. So I didn't feel like it was the right time, and because of that I thought I should take a break from social media, which was good. I think everybody should take a break from social media. Everybody should take a break, and you should not feel the need to ask people things that are happening in their personal life that has got nothing to do with you. Like, sometimes it really has got nothing to do with you. If I lost a lot of friends when I got pregnant, I don't even know, should we use the word friends here? I don't know. People keep catching feelings over the videos that I make because I tend to not mention people. I don't want to do that. I don't want to start today. But falling pregnant with Rain, the girl that said hello in the beginning of the video. I went from, say, having 10 friends to 2 friends. I'm not even joking. Like, that is how dramatic the cut was. It's so bad. Like, people are not willing to give you time to understand that you're going through something. And I guess not all your friends will grow with you, and that's okay. But also losing friends, it makes you start feeling that sort of neglect. Like, am I not worthy of being a good friend? And then you slip into depression. On top of that, you're pregnant. So I went through that period for the longest time. So I'm just trying to work with some, I don't know, guys, can you see what's happening with the eyes here? I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. So I'm just gonna blend. Guys, so I tried doing the makeup thing and talk, and it's not working. So I did, let me just, can you see? So I tried, and then I went in with a cut crease, and then I tried to do something. So, anywho, back to what I was talking about. I lost a lot of friends, and do I regret losing them? If you are to lose a friend, I don't think they were a friend to begin with, okay? So the ones that I'm left with, I'm happy with. I appreciate all of them. You have to start learning how to take care of yourself. And the first thing that I learned is you need to create a routine. Now, uncertainty period for me lasted a bit longer than I would like to admit, because sometimes when you're by yourself, you realize that even though you think you have moved on, healing, it's like you think you have healed, you think you are okay, and then one day it just snaps in. It's like, oh, I actually went through that. Oh, I actually went through a period of not having a job, or I went through a period of uncertainty, of anxiety, depression, whatever. Be it miscarriage, those things are really hard, and you think that, okay, I'm over it, and then you start asking yourself, why does this keep happening to me? And I think that's where I was for a long period of time. And when I got pregnant with my second daughter, Shalom, I was walking past the mirror, and then I caught a reflection of myself, and then I'm like, wow, you're actually pregnant. Not just pregnant, you are actually worthy of carrying a child. And then that's when it hit me that because something happened to you in the past, you can't keep using that as an excuse. I can't be like, oh, I'm pregnant again, let me go to that depression peak. Not to say that, oh, now the second pregnancy, I announced it. I didn't. 90% of the people did not even know I have a child. They're like people that are calling me like, you have 2 kids. I'm like, yeah, she's about to turn a year. What? You have 2 kids? So I didn't, but I didn't also hide it. And I think it also helped being in a faraway town. And I think with social media, everybody feels the need to announce things as they are happening. And I'm just trying to not be that person. So if you are going through a rough patch due to this, I'm not saying don't announce it, but also take time to process it yourself. If you had just lost your job or you just got retrenched, take time for you yourself to process it before you start announcing it. Because then sometimes we wait for other people to approve, to comment, to say something, and then for us to acknowledge our own feelings. So guys, now I'm doing my foundation. And as I was saying, it's okay for you to first acknowledge that you're going through a rough patch. And I know life on social media, everybody wants to announce when they are winning and all these other things. I'm not saying like being pregnant was a bad thing for me, but it was so precious that I wanted to keep it to myself. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay to keep certain news to yourself. Not everybody has to know every little thing that goes on in your life. And you also need to be careful what parts of your life you expose to people, especially those that we consider as friends, close. And I'm gonna probably get a lot of backlash. Family is also in there. Like sometimes family, not everybody wants the best for you. So you also need to be careful. So guys, I'm just gonna blend out this foundation and contour my face, and then I'm gonna give you 3 little tricks that help me get through difficult times. So let me just finish this and come back. This is what I came up with. This is my first time doing a get ready with me, so it's kind of difficult doing my makeup and talking at the same time, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And here are my 3 tips on how to deal with either grief, depression, anxiety and such. First and foremost, it's music. Do not be limited to the type of music that you are listening to. Allow yourself to discover new music, allow yourself to discover new taste, be it series, be it movies, be it whatever sort of entertainment that you use. Don't be stuck on that cliche that it's this and I should only watch that. I'm gonna remove the wrap. The second thing would be to write. I think we can all write. I'm not saying like now go become an author now, but I'm saying like learn to write yourself, keep a notebook, express your thoughts and feelings and emotions and everything. And write a letter to your younger self and tell your younger self all the things that you have accomplished, that you are proud of. I think that's one of the things that helped me, especially when I moved to Cape Town. I was like, okay, I'm in this new place, I don't even know, but would a 10-year-old me think that I would be there right now? So that also helps. And then the last thing is find an uncommon place. Make yourself uncomfortable, because then once you are uncomfortable, you learn to adjust. So becoming uncomfortable could be traveling, starting a new job, doing something that you have never done before, doing something for free, because we get too used to being ourselves. And the moment that you are rock bottom, the best way to get out is to do something you have never done before. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Please do subscribe to Mommy's channel.
Shana.
Channel.
Shana.
Oh, say bye-bye. Until the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
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 Okay, you're saying hi at the end of the video. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.